Hi, I'm Jeremy Fisher. I'm a singer-songwriter and dad to two young girls, a 4-year-old and a 3-month-old. I've been working as a musician pretty much since I got out of high school about 25 years ago. When my oldest daughter was born, I started singing for her right away and all the time. And from there, I created a children's music persona that I call Jeremy Fisher Jr. And since then, I've toured all across Canada to schools, theaters, and festivals. And I've seen how important music is for kids in schools and at home. So I want music and art to be part of my daughter's lives, but I know it's even harder right now than it usually is. So I wanted to talk to you as a dad and share some of the things that I do to keep music alive in my house. So number one, structured songs for specific activities. Each morning when I wake up with my 3-month-old, I'm usually the one to change her. I sing her the song, "Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you, bright sunshine, and how do you do?" And at 3 months, she started cooing back at me and is really responsive to it. At the end of the day, I have a song called End of the Day. We're coming to the end of the day. The sun is slowly fading away. The one thing that I've got left to say is that I love you. So I sing that for her when I change her, getting into her sleeper for bedtime. And again, she always responds. So I think that music conveys so much emotion. It's really important, whether you consider yourself a singer or not, to show your kids right out of the gate that music is joyful and it's emotive and that they can join in. So we have songs. Now we're doing a lot of hand washing. A lot of people, most people, hopefully everybody is, so we take If You're Happy and You Know It, If You're Healthy and You Know It, Wash Your Hands, psh, psh, and that gives us a little song to draw out the hand washing. Things like that. Just, kids love repetition. It really engages the kids in all the activities, all the routine things that we do, and it helps them remember the things that they're supposed to do. At-home crafts like percussion or wind instruments from straws, percussion instruments from, an old plastic bottle or something. You can tape it up so nothing falls out, throw some seeds in there. Kids respond to percussion instruments very easily, because immediately, you get that shaking and you feel rhythm. It's inside of us. So it also gives you a craft activity. I mean, there's no limit to the number of different activities we can have right now when we're at home with our families. After dinner every day, we have a dance party, and it can be anywhere from 2 to 8 songs depending on how much time we have. We have a pretty nice vinyl collection and like spinning records at home, so I let my 4-year-old pick out a record which she completely judges the book by its cover, and that's super fun because sometimes she picks out stuff that is just sort of lost in my collection that I forgot I had, and we get to explore music that way. And of course she has favorites that we always return back to. If you're looking for suggestions, you can never go wrong with Harry Belafonte's Jump in the Lime. We also have gotten into the 90s dance classic Cotton Eye Joe, if you remember that one. There's, I really encourage you to go into your own childhood or your own teenage years and pull that stuff out. I've pulled out the Sesame Street stuff for her, the Raffi, Sharon, Lois, and Bram, all that stuff, as well as the modern stuff works. But dancing, obviously is a joyful expression of music, and there's always a lot of singing along. So dance parties, dance parties, dance parties. If you have instruments around the house, hopefully you have something or some things that are durable or at least just sort of old and beat up enough that you can let your young kids play with them. I have a ukulele that I bought several years ago that's really durable, and I let my 4-year-old have at it. We talk about, respecting that it's an instrument and trying to be careful with it, but also it's really important, I think, that she is able to play with it. And I play the ukulele, I play the guitar. Sometimes she calls it her guitar, but we do air band together with it. Sometimes she gets up and makes up songs and performs them. And if you don't have a ukulele or you don't have instruments around the house, again, with the craft thing, you can make a ukulele out of some cardboard and some string, or just cardboard and markers, or I'm sure you're creative. You can figure out a way, and just making sure that it's play-based and that it's that they're able to express themselves, I think is really important, because that's what they want to do. There's certainly at the age of my 4-year-old, it's all about play, and she is slowly starting to absorb musical concepts and the correct way to hold it, but it takes a lot of time. It's 10,000 hours, right? Lots of teachers are putting content online right now. Take a look at the rest of the MusiCounts Learn site, which is full of links and content. You can also check out your local school's website, or look at schools further away as part of a geography lesson. Explore the world through music. I do a weekly Saturday morning special concert on Facebook Live and release an educational package with every show. One of the things I focus on is using music to teach other things, and you can too. Sing songs about science, or write out the lyrics to study vocabulary and rhyming. A dance beat for the gym, clap your hands to count in and count together. A little bit of math, It's all simple stuff, but make no mistake, it imprints on kids' brains, and it definitely leaves an impression. Anyway, I do these kinds of things with my daughters all the time. See if you've got room for them in your life. I hope this helps you think about ways to share music with your kids while we're all still at home. Thanks to MusiCounts for asking me to do this vlog, and for creating such a great space for music education resources. Bye.